latest on the little girl missing with similarities to John Bonet. John Walsh reveals what his series knows now.
Tell them what you've done. Tell them where this body is.
And what her parents said today. Reports of a battle over Michael J. Fox's new book. What he says inside and who's going to get it first. And what Michael told Oprah about fears his wife wouldn't love him when he told her he had Parkinson's disease.
New websites that encourage anorexia and bulimia in tonight's cover story. The shocking images, the dangerous diet tips. It's the latest chapter in the tragic world of eating disorders.
It is teaching these children to slowly kill themselves.
We investigate who's behind these internet sites as a top TV show tackles the subject.
The secrets of the Olympic opening ceremony. Is it safe?
What the FBI told me about last-minute changes to Olympic security.
Denzel Washington and the news about his son.
I've got why Denzel left his own premiere in a big hurry.
Burt Reynolds, Josh Hartnett, Meg Ryan. 3 big stars, 3 ET exclusives. Burt comes clean about his love life.
Are you ever going to get married?
Behind the scenes as Josh catches fire and on safari with Meg.
Whoever's watching this show, please like me anyway.
This is Entertainment Tonight, the most watched entertainment news program in the world.
Are fans too scared to attend the Olympics? That's our top Hollywood story. Hello, everybody. I'm Mary Hart.
And I'm Bob Goen, and Sting is in the wings. So are the Dixie Chicks and Leanne Rimes for last-minute preparations of the opening ceremonies. But a public display of intense security could be keeping the crowds away.
Entertainment Tonight is in Salt Lake City, where unprecedented precautions are in place for the president's arrival tonight. Our Mark Steinis has the very latest. Mark?
Mary, the excitement here is building and the security is growing tighter by the hour. National Guard troops patrol the streets. Sandbags and concrete barriers fortify electrified fences. But despite the beefed-up security, it appears some people are staying home amid reports that hotel rooms are still available and tickets for the opening ceremony are now selling for half price. Talk show host Montel Williams helped carry the Olympic torch as it arrived in Salt Lake after its 13,000-mile journey through 46 states.
You just stick this thing out and it lights. It's like, whoa, I got the Olympic torch. It's like, it's a trip.
And Montel, who has multiple sclerosis, said he hoped carrying the flame would deliver an important message.
I kind of ran for all of us who are differently able to prove that we may be ill, but we're not weak.
Entertainment Tonight. Let the games begin.
Touched by an Angel's Roma Downey will be among those carrying the flame on its final leg into the Olympic Stadium.
I'm just anxious to get through today and not trip over and extinguish the flame or do anything embarrassing. It would make a terrible headline to have torched by an angel. So
because of the tight security and the difficulty in getting around town, production on Roma's show has been shut down for 3 weeks. Exact details are classified, but it is believed that the security force in place here at the Olympics is around 16,000. The price tag for that safety is a reported $310 million. Mary?
Can't wait, Mark. And on Monday, the youngest person ever to win gold at the Olympics, Tara Lipinski, takes off her skates and picks up an ET microphone. From the stars to the parties, Tara will have complete coverage of what you didn't get to see on TV.
Baby news from Jodie Foster, plus Denzel Washington slipped out of his own premiere. It's all part of tonight's ET News Link.
I see you checking your watch.
Yeah.
Getting out of here soon?
Yeah.
I found out Denzel isn't even staying until the end of the movie for a very special reason.
It's senior days, my son's last basketball game, and they recognize all the seniors.
Really, how's the team doing?
It's a building year. Yeah. It's a building year, but if they win tonight, they're in the playoffs, so.
Unfortunately, our Rashumba Williams learned the team lost by 4 points. But the doting dad was obviously the perfect choice for John Q opening next Friday. In it, Denzel's a devoted father who takes an emergency room hostage to save his son. Anne H., who plays the administrator, is about to experience that bond as well. She and husband Coley LaFoon are expecting their first child any time now, but its gender is confidential.
I usually can tell if it's a boy or a girl. I can't tell.
Is it keeping a secret too?
Yeah. Are you keeping a secret?
Stand down.
Yeah, he's keeping a secret.
Jodie Foster also gave E.T. a baby update, talking about 4-month-old Kit.
Oh, he's awful cute. He's very cute. He started laughing now, so that's exciting. He started laughing at my jokes, which is always good.
Jodie was attending the opening of Great Women of Film, a photo exhibit featuring women in front of and behind the camera held at the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. And E.T. has learned that Alicia Keys will perform at this year's NAACP Awards, hosted by Chris Tucker, by the way. That's March 1st on Fox. For all the big Hollywood news, just click on to our ET website.
Pearl Harbor made him famous. Black Hawk Down made him a star. But Josh Hartnett is now on fire for his next movie, and we have the scenes to prove it, and it's an ET first.
When Josh spots his ex-girlfriend in this scene, things get way too hot. Harm's done when the fire's put out, and in 40 Days and 40 Nights, opening March 1st, a little conflagration is the least of Josh's problems.
Comedy about a guy who gives up sex.
Yes, Josh has vowed to give up sex completely for 40 days and 40 nights. As his friends bet Josh can't make it, this arduous task becomes nearly impossible when Shannon Sossaman enters his life.
Good night.
Josh's hit movie Black Hawk Down is the film to beat right now at the box office. So, can Arnold Schwarzenegger fight his way to the top? Here's what's new in theaters.
Opening today, Arnold takes on a terrorist in Collateral Damage. Chris Klein and Rebecca Romaine Stamos star in the remake of 1975's Rollerball.
It's just a good, clean, fun, solid ride.
Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes take revenge on a Hollywood producer in Big Fat Liar, which is reviewed on this weekend's Hot Ticket by critics Leonard Maltin and Joyce Kulhawick.
It's not mean-spirited at all. In fact, it's not mean-spirited enough, I think.
Hi, I'm Hallie Eisenberg reporting from Toy Fair, and I'm here to check out the hottest toys from Hollywood's new movies. I can't wait, let's go.
Hallie got slimed by the new Harry Potter 2 toys. Then she checked out the latest Star Wars collection at New York's International Toy Center, including an interactive R2-D2.
Darth Vader.
Next up, the figurines from Spy Kids 2.
This is the dad played by Antonio Banderas. Hey, this really looks like him. I know all the moms are gonna like this one.
E.T. has an exclusive clip of Antonio dancing in the film. His wife, Melanie Griffith, is also at the fair. She's the voice of Margalo in Stuart Little 2.
Yeah. And walking out that door is an adventure. Well, it was a tough job, but somebody had to do it. Back to you in the studio.
Hey, thanks, Hallie, very much. By the way, her favorite new toy is that sunglass walkie-talkie combination for Spy Kids 2.
Coming up in the Entertainment Tonight cover story.
Anorexia, bulimia, and the websites that say they're good.
It's not thin we're talking about, it's glorifying skeletal.
As a TV series takes on the eating disorders, we'll tell you who's behind these disturbing sites.
The missing little girl with similarities to John Benet Ramsey, what her parents said today and what America's Most Wanted knows.
Burt Reynolds on tying the knot with his longtime fiancée.
Do you think you're gun shy?
Plus, Meg Ryan with no makeup. Why she's halfway around the world. Then what Michael J. Fox says in his soon-to-be-released life story, and reports of a battle with Oprah's magazine in the middle.
That's coming up in the E.T. Insider.
Doctor, she has a fever. I have children's Advil and children's Tylenol. Which reduces fever faster? Children's Advil does, and lasts up to twice as long. Thanks.
Take control of fever faster with Children's Advil.
Our cover girl on her wedding day said, "I won't wear lipstick that wears away." Outlast All Day Lip Color goes 8 hours without reapplying. The color coat sets in a minute. The moisture coat shines and helps protect. From kiss to cake, there's no denying. 34 shades, 0 reapplying. Your color stays so loyal and true. Do you love this wear? I do, I do. Outlast All Day, even all this day lip color from Easy Breezy Beautiful Cover Girl.
Wait! Don't let winter dry out your lips. Give them Chapstick Lip Moisturizer. 10 moisturizers like aloe and vitamin E in a protective moisturizing formula. Chapstick.
Wait!
It's what dry chapped lips are thirsting for.
Fred, Daphne, Velma.
Shaggy.
Scooby! Scooby-Doo in Stage Fright, live on stage at Radio City Music Hall.
4 cool cats, 1 hip dog, 1 groovy mystery.
Classic Scooby.
So bring the whole gang, because it's like one totally Scoobadelic show.
February 20th through March 3rd, live at Radio City Music Hall. Tickets on sale now at Radio City and Madison Square Garden box offices. Ticketmaster outlets, radiocity.com or 212-307-7171.
Oldies equals WCBS FM 101.1. CBS FM 101.1, the station you sing along to.
There she was, just walking down the street singing.
Come on, you know the words. The greatest hits of all time. CBS FM 101.1.
Less time getting there and more time being there. The islands of the Bahamas. Save up to $150 on your Bahamas getaway and ask about our small treasures properties. Call Out Island Getaways at 888-OUT-ISLANDS.
Mercedes, BMW, Suzuki. Under the conditions of a recent Insurance Institute for Highway Safety 40-mile-per-hour crash test, each of these SUVs received the highest overall rating of good. Yet the Suzuki XL7 costs nearly $20,000 less. And that makes the XL7 not just a safe choice, but a smart one.
Lease a Suzuki XL7 today for only $249 a month for 39 months.
Ryan has gone halfway around the world for her latest television project. And Burt Reynolds is coming to prime time as well. Our Jan Carl sat down with the star to find out if he's ever going to tie the knot with his fiancée.
It's our ritual every time I see you. I have to ask the question, are you ever going to get married?
And you know, and it's our ritual that I always say, I can't say that word.
Do you think you're gun shy to walk down that aisle and take that oath again?
Are you crazy?
That's a yes.
I am beyond gun shy. I'm petrified. You know, it's, I just, I've only, a lot of people think I've been married 9 times just because the one disaster was such a big disaster.
Burt says he's not taking any big steps in his personal life, but he is in his professional life. He's appearing on The X-Files in an April episode playing, believe it or not, God. And he told Jan what he'd say to the creator if he got a chance to meet him.
I'm going to say, look, I've made a lot of mistakes, but boy, you've made a lot more.
I think I'm going to feel extremely minute next to an elephant. Very small.
On PBS's Nature series this Sunday, Meg Ryan travels to the Far East in search of the white elephants of Thailand.
Did she spray herself?
Meg learned to ride an elephant into the Thai jungle and witnessed the emotional connection between elephant mothers and their young.
I know as a mother I have an unbreakable bond with my son. Does a mother elephant feel the same way?
Meg was unnerved by the native cuisine.
The pig's foot for breakfast. No dopey Dumbo, that elephant. I don't know what I'm talking about. Please forgive me. Whoever's watching this show, please like me anyway.
We will, Meg. That's not hard to do. And lucky Meg to be one of the few people ever allowed inside the Royal Palace in Bangkok to see that extremely rare white elephant.
Next in the ET Insider.
Get the scoop on Michael J. Fox's new autobiography and reports of a battle over the book that involves Oprah's magazine. New websites that encourage eating disorders in tonight's cover story. As the topic comes to prime time, from anorexia to bulimia, the shocking ways they tell women to lose weight.
If you are looking at this, you need help.
The latest on the mystery of this little girl, a case with similarities to John Bonet. Inside the America's Most Wanted studio as they reveal last-second clues about a suspect.
The FBI and the police have impounded both of his vehicles, a mobile home and his car.
That's next on Entertainment Tonight.
Can you hear me now? Good. Can you hear me now?
How do you build America's largest wireless network?
Can you hear me now? Good.
By never being satisfied.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Until no matter where you go.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Your call goes through.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
Life is a balancing act. That's why Nestle makes great tasting, convenient products for the way you live. And you'll find all your Nestle favorites at Pathmark, like Juicy Juice, premium 100% fruit juice. Stouffer's family-style favorites. Nothing comes closer to home. And Friskies, what Frisky cats hunger for. Pathmark and Nestle can help make any occasion even better. For the way you live, Nestle makes the very best.
Sweetheart, the plumber says we'll have to replace the water heater this month. Oh, and the dentist says Kelly needs braces.
Hey, Mom, can we get a pool?
Well, I don't think so, hon.
Oh, Mail's here.
Kevin, hang on to your sister.
Need help managing your debt? A home equity loan from Champion can help get your bills under control. Homeowners call 1-800-CHAMPION.
Have you been mattress shopping lately? All the gimmicks, the promises, and dealing with those so-called professionals for a decent price? That's why I trust the real bedding experts from Macy's. They won't be undersold, so I know I'm getting the best possible price.
It's Macy's home sale with 50% plus 10% and extra dollars off. Plus now through Sunday, a super weekend special. Sealy Posturepedic Pillow Top Queen Set just $7.99.
For the guaranteed low price, come to Macy's or call 1-800-MACY-BED.
In a German prisoner of war camp,
There's an escape going to take place. 35 men go under the wire.
how do you choose who goes out and who'd stay back to catch the hell for it? They were soldiers.
There she is!
With one last mission.
Stand them up! They knew nothing! One man will not be sacrificed.
One last stand.
As long as my son knows everything's okay.
And one last battle. Bruce Willis. Hart's War. Rated R. Starts February 15th at theaters everywhere.
This weekend on Entertainment Tonight, Women of Scandal.
I've been trying to make ends meet.
What Bill Clinton did to me, I did not ask for.
There's a lot of shame that goes around with still for me.
Tanya Harding's money troubles and Clinton's women. From Jennifer Flowers.
I didn't pull his pants down and make him do it.
To Paula Jones' plastic surgery.
My nose, and I took my braces off, and my hair was lightened and straight.
Plus Jessica Hahn's breast implants.
I didn't even know there was anything wrong with my breasts.
This weekend.
The JonBenet Ramsey murder mystery dominated the news for years. Now, the case of Danielle Van Dam has captured the attention of the nation. We're with America's Most Wanted as it helps track down last-second clues.
My God, everybody running to the house screaming her name.
David Westerfield now is back on the main suspect list.
We'll probably start getting tips as soon as the piece is on.
The FBI and the police have impounded both of his vehicles, a mobile home and his car. There are hairs found in one of the vehicles that they're rushing to DNA testing now to see if they are Danielle's hair.
New details continue to emerge in the search for Danielle. Detectives are now investigating the desert east of San Diego, the site where suspect David Westerfield spent the weekend of the 7-year-old's disappearance. And today, Danielle's parents addressed the media.
I just want to thank all of you for coming and supporting us and helping us find our daughter.
And thanks to everyone who's helping out there, and thanks to all you guys. This is great. We're barely getting by.
But with the unpredictable nature of the case, the fate of America's Most Wanted Saturday night broadcast is up in the air.
Well, the piece is never really finished. We keep an eye on it throughout the weekend, in fact, until this case is solved. So we'll update it as events occur.
She's an adventurer.
The plain old Burger King McDonald's is not for her. Chinese is her favorite right now. Chinese and ice cream.
The Fox show taped this interview with Danielle's parents 2 days ago. But in the event that Danielle is found or someone turns themselves in, it may never be seen by audiences.
I just want her to be safe. I just want her to come home.
America's Most Wanted.
Everything that we went over is accurate, and the information that we are not releasing is not being released.
I asked Damon where she was, and he said the bedroom. I said, no, she's not.
And while John Walsh has not given up hope for a happy ending, he issued this strong warning to the possible perpetrator.
Tell them what you've done, tell them where this body is, and then let the criminal justice system deal with it.
Producers from America's Most Wanted told us they're prepared to go live with the broadcast if they get late-breaking news on the case.
Jane Fonda admitted to battling an eating disorder. So did Susan Day. And now, disturbing and potentially misleading information about anorexia and bulimia is all over the internet. Now, the creator of Ally McBeal and Boston Public takes that issue to prime time. It's our Entertainment Tonight cover story.
Oh my God. This is on our school website.
Anorexia is a lifestyle, not a disease.
Monday's episode of Fox's Boston Public tackles the issue of pro-anorexia websites. Using pet names like Anna for anorexia and Mia for bulimia, they display graphic pictures of emaciated young women, touting them as the ideal body image. And you can access them with just the click of a mouse.
It is teaching these children to slowly kill themselves, and it is a terrible way to die. It's not thin we're talking about, it's glorifying skeletal. I mean, these are pictures of children and women who look like Holocaust survivors.
Patrice Grouillon has battled eating disorders for most of her life, at one point weighing just 53 pounds. Today, she's fighting another disease, breast cancer, and is outraged by the recent rash of pro-Anna websites. And she's not alone.
Imagine a website where breast cancer patients exchange tips on how to make themselves sicker.
Anorexic Nation promotes the use of laxatives and offers visitors tips on how best to purge after a meal.
They can find peers, and that they can therefore get more information about hiding their illness or actually even increasing the severity of their illness.
The site also has a list of thin commandments with shocking mantras like "Thou shalt not eat without feeling guilty," "If you aren't thin, you aren't attractive," and "Being thin is more important than being healthy."
Our best and brightest daughters are dying because as a culture, we value thinness over health and over other positive attributes.
While sites like anorexicweb.com attempt to educate on the issue, and public admissions of eating disorders from stars like Tracy Gold and Maria Conchita Alonso have encouraged many to seek help, still the most common group clicking onto the websites have yet to graduate high school.
I would say that if you are looking at this, to understand that you need help.
Web servers like Yahoo and AOL are taking steps to remove those damaging sites. Now, Monday on ET, why Patricia Heaton wanted her marriage to end.
You said that one of the worst years of your life was your first year of marriage.
Yeah.
How so?
I just knew I was making the biggest mistake of my life.
The Everybody Loves Raymond star's candid revelations about her rocky first year as a newlywed.
That's the night I threw a pan at him.
Now, how Patricia balances marriage and motherhood, and her own memories of the mom she lost to a brain aneurysm. Then, Mary's rare interview with Kirk Douglas. Startling news from his latest book about the depths of depression after his stroke and Kirk's darkest hour.
The day you actually went in and loaded a gun and put it in your mouth, were you serious about suicide?
That's Monday.
And we'll be right back with what the ET Insider found out about Michael J. Fox, Oprah's magazine, and the reported battle over his new book.
Which Austin Powers star had an uncredited role in Will Smith's movie Enemy of the State? Is it Mike Myers, Rob Lowe, or Seth Green? Your answer is next in the ET Birthdays.
Closed captioning provided by
Orville Redenbacher's Gourmet Popping Corn? Check. Remote control? Check. Oh, yeah. Good company? Naturally.
Orville.
Congratulations. You're getting Orvilleized.
Snow Dogs is the funniest movie of all time. Okay, I might be a little biased.
It's America's #1 comedy 3 weeks in a row.
I just said this was soup. Well, there's soup in it.
Disney Snow Dogs, rated PG, now playing.
Oh, dear's the pebbles. Dear's the pebbles.
People who love their pets this much don't shop in a supermarket. Supermarkets are for people. Petco is for pets. Petco, where the pets go.
You love me, and I love you.
Hard-hitting
breaking stories.
These men are still potentially dangerous.
Breaking news.
You can still smell the explosives here where the bomb went off.
Groundbreaking investigations.
The Board of Education knew about the problem.
The latest medical breakthroughs.
CBS 2 News at 5.
Exclusive reports.
The gaping hole in aviation security.
Tech stocks today took it on the chin.
CBS 2 News at 5.
We are expecting even warmer weather.
That's your forecast for now.
Just a sample of what you'll see every day.
All the news
that matters to you.
On CBS 2 News at 5.
Road and Tracks editors wanted to take the Lincoln LS for a quick spin. They drove it hard and put it away wet. And when their little test drive was over, 50,482 miles later, they said, we can enthusiastically recommend the Lincoln LS, the luxury sports sedan born in the USA. During the Lincoln Winter event, get the best LS lease ever, $399 a month with $34.48 cash due at signing for the Lincoln LS V8 New York edition with complimentary moonroof.
Hi, honey. I have to work late again.
Hi, hon. It's me. I'm running late.
Another late meeting. Don't wait up.
No time to spend together? It only takes a minute to plan a magical evening with Broadway.com. It's fast and easy to buy tickets to Broadway's best shows. Log on at Broadway.com or call 1-800-BROADWAY. They'll take care of it all so you can see the shows and each other. Find us at www.broadway.com or at America Online keyword Broadway.com or call 1-800-BROADWAY.
Now use your PALS card to save big at Petco. PALS members save $3 on select 30 to 40-pound bags of Natural Choice Dental Care and Natural Choice Large Breed dog food. Supermarkets are for people. Petco is for pets. Petco, where the pets go.
OxyClean, for clothes, carpets, and more. Add a scoop to every load of laundry. It's the stain specialist. To find out more, look in stores everywhere.
Want to catch the little ones? Try Gordon's Extra Crunchy Fish Tenders. Extra tasty, extra crunchy, only from Gordon's.
Trust the Gordon's Fisherman.
Celebrating an E.T. birthday today, Gary Coleman turns 34. Nick Nolte is 61.
And which Austin Powers star had an uncredited role in Will Smith's movie Enemy of the State? That's Seth Green, who today is 28. Michael J. Fox's new book, Lucky Man, comes out April 2nd. But The Insider hears it may already be causing controversy in the magazine world. Columnist Liz Smith reports People paid the publisher, quote, a pretty penny for first excerpt rights plus an interview. But Michael and wife Tracy Pollan have already talked to Oprah for O Magazine's March issue, which beats People to the stands on February 19th. Michael tells Oprah, quote, there were a lot of questions I was afraid to ask Tracy, like, does it scare you that I'm sick? Do you not love me because I'm sick? People had no comment, but an O Magazine spokesperson said, quote, we have had a long-standing request for an interview with Michael J. Fox. When he finished his book and had time, they finally said yes, and it was in time for our March couples issue. Who better for us to talk with about the true meaning of in sickness and in health than Michael J. Fox and Tracy Pollan, end quote.
Monday on ET, we will have more from Oprah's interview with Michael, including how he first told Tracy that he had Parkinson's disease.
But we're going to leave you now in New Orleans with a crazy Nicolas Cage. He was crowned the King of Bacchus to kick off Mardi Gras. We'll see you Monday.
See you then.
A mixed bag of weather for the weekend. Your complete details tonight at 11.
Lassie, Timmy's trapped in the burning barn. You gotta save him, girl. Come on, girl.
Lassie, Timmy's been snatched up by a twister. Save him, girl.
Timmy got caught in a combine. Kidnapped by circus folk.
Stampede.
Lassie.
Decide to change your life for the better at VerizonSuperPages.com.
Lassie, finish your caviar.
Better pages for better decisions. Verizon.
Introducing the new Sonata from Hyundai. Redesigned with V6 power, room for 5, and the freedom of America's best warranty plan.
Daddy, look what I got at school today.
That's great.
Gonna put it on your new car, Daddy?
Let's go put it on Mommy's car.
The new Sonata. There's not another thing it needs.
What was the future is now online, faster than a phone connection. With